All right, I think I should be live here. Obviously, give it a few minutes to see if we can get some people to trickle in. But we are looking at the Ryugo Nation in Dominions Enhanced here. On the one hand, I've been playing a lot of modded games recently, and I'm kind of looking forward to going back to non-modded games. On the other hand, I expect that the modded games may take some time to come back when Dominion 6 comes out here. Enhanced here. So I think it may make more sense, if I have any interest, to try and sort of get them in now, as we won't really have, potentially won't have an opportunity for a little while when we're trying out all the cool new Dominion 6 stuff that comes out. So currently I'm thinking, I haven't quite pulled the trigger yet because I want to do a little bit of testing here, but I'm considering joining a game as the Ryugo here. And we'd be up against a Yes Underwater. So it has the Dominions Enhanced mod, and it has some other underwater mod I'm not familiar with. That I just is supposed to make it easier for people to get underwater. It lets them cast Gift of Water, like all water mages can cast Gift of Water Breathing, etc. So it's much easier for people to get underwater. But I don't know that that's like a huge problem. So we're just gonna keep testing it out anyway. So yeah, this is the Dragon Courts. So for anybody who's not familiar, so I'm not particularly familiar, but for anybody who's not familiar, this is an MA nation in Dominions Enhanced. And your big mages are all the Ryugo that LA Joman has. And you've got 4 different ones. 2 of them are cap only, the Earth one and the Water one. And then they've got chance at a couple different paths. And you all have a miscellaneous slot taken up with this Pearl, which gives a bonus, which is already factored into the stats you see, is cursed, and then gives some temp gems as well. That you can use in each battle. So I'm hoping that should make them pretty good at sort of fighting underwater, right? A lot of free water elementals. And they've got, they got a whole bunch of different mages sort of fiddle it out. They have, it seems like really good scales troops. This Shark Berserker is really expensive, but has 3 attacks. He is size 4, but you have size 2 guys you can fit in with him. But Berserker 3 with 19 protection already, 28 HP, so he seems really strong. It seems like it might be viable to go scale, so as it currently stands, this is just a little scales start to see how well that expansion might go. Yeah, I have not really considered the Sacred that's recursed anywhere. It did look hard to make work. The Sacred in the capital seems really good, but I don't know if it was so good that you didn't want to go for more scales and just take like a small bless for the Ryugo, because like all your mages are sacred except the one shrimp. You also have no scout, which is kind of a pain. So I have not done much testing, by the way, so I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm gonna make some shrimp here. And then I think this looks like our best site searcher. It potentially has up to 4 different paths for us to site search. The alternative would be getting one of these Ryugo. We're a little more expensive and would only be searching 2 paths. But maybe is more useful later, not sure. So we're gonna do this to start with. We're just gonna run the scout off. And yeah, so I have not played any Dominions Enhanced really, so like I know there's a ton of new spells, and I do not know them all by any means. So if I do end up joining this game, it could be quite a learning experience. So these little crabs have a huge amount of protection, so I'm going to try and put them in front. And then we're going to have our shrimp hit the side. Because these guys, they have terrible attack, but their damage is really good. So we're going to hope that that works out. Like, there's all these new holy spells. I don't even know what this does. Crushing Scourge. Hurts demons. Bury unbelievers. Oh, it's like a an earth grip. Okay. Well, for now we're just gonna do sermon and then have it cast spells and hope that it can figure out what the best ones are. Let's see. We'll just attack. So that'll finish. We're gonna make more shrimp scampi here. See how this goes. The biggest thing I think is poison. Obviously, a lot of underwater stuff has poison, and it doesn't really matter how much protection you have, potentially, if you get hit. Yeah, like that guy, I think, just popped to poison. We lost 4 shrimpies. And we got plus death. Awesome. Now, the shrimp, I think, are aquatic only, but the rest of our troops are all amphibious. But our first war, if we win this game there, I believe it's a yes. So we'd be up against something aquatic either way. Let's see, we have 6 shrimp. Probably need to wait one more turn before we can send out a party. Guess we'll just make a shrimp. We have max productivity, but you can see we definitely have a hard time spending all of our money with the way we're running it at this moment. Yeah, here we got the 4-path little site searcher. The crabs did not do a great job with our formation there, catching the opposition. Here we're gonna make 2 of these. We can get one more. No, we can't. We'll just do it like this. The shrimp are just a goofy looking unit, right? It's like, why we've got shrimp. We've got our little water 1 shrimp here. They have they're only really like terrible stat here. I don't know if these are like exactly identical to the Joman shrimp. Their attack is pretty bad, but the rest of what they have going on seems pretty strong. We have a researcher. I have no idea what is good in terms of researching in this. We're underwater. I'm going to assume that water elementals are still strong. And it doesn't really matter for, obviously, this kind of testing. Enemy water mage. And I guess underwater, these guys just have terrible stats. I think a lot of our guys have, dark vision. So it's definitely something we want to try and leverage if we're in a real game, is fighting people in those deep water provinces. We lost 1 crab. And we found 2 bits of... Level 2 water mage summoned an ice elemental. It seems pretty strong. I was thinking of playing that. There's a game that has 1 spot left open that's a DE game. And I was thinking of joining on this nation. I just wanted to test it a little bit before I committed. I think I'm going to make a Ryugo now. We need to go. We have so much money. Make another couple shrimp. Keep moving outwards. This group can start. The crabs are pretty slow. The biggest thing I'm worried about is just our little general getting himself picked off. Send him down that way. Bring our scout back. Yes, the crab general is doing nothing. That's okay. But they're such a goofy unit. It's a crab. Chop through another one. Looks like, yeah, we lost a couple dudes there. Okay, crab. Our timing is not right here. We need the crabs to be farther forwards. See, they're all just standing behind our guys, which is no good. We want them taking the hits, not the other way around. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do with some of these mages. Like, the Ryugen are really cool. It makes, sort of sense what to do with them a little bit. This person is very odd to me. How many do I have? Let's see. Shrimp. Alright, so this needs to be farther forwards. Let's put these offset. Okay. Alright, we desperately need to get a fort started. Do we have any good provinces? This one. Yeah, killed them all. So some of our groups have got to be getting pretty beaten down, but yeah, this group is very much struggling at this point. Looks like the crabs treated. I don't think that this group's going to be able to kill 50 Triton. This, as it currently stands, we have desperately too much money. This is a full scales build. I just wanted to kind of test the scales expansion before looking at the sacreds too heavily. Oops, don't hold the fire. Okay. This group meet back up here, start our rock wall. So we've got like what is this, like 15 guys or something? How do you have 4 and then another? Okay, yeah, like 15. Up against a pretty good number of independents here. We don't get the contact we were looking for. But the shrimps chew right through them. Yeah, you're not the first one to mention the coastal recruit sacred. It is weird. I don't know how I would use it. This guy. 2 attacks, but they're both like 0. Human hit points, no protection. Their attack and defense are okay. I don't know what I would do with them, to be honest. They seem odd. Alright, turn 8. Death explosion. Yeah. I mean, that is the kind of thing. I don't know about death explosion, but that is the kind of thing you think of when you see those, like, relatively cheap sacreds. So we'll take this out. I think we made too many shrimp. More Ryugen. And let's start with these. These guys take up. So at productivity 3 with a full cap circle, we can afford to, or we can make 7 and a little bit. Which I suppose is something. And we have just oodles of cash still. I don't think, by the way, that you could probably get away with this many scales in a real game. I suspect that your underwater neighbors who've shown up for the matchup are going to not love that. Not going to let you do what you want to do. Gems are nice. And this is where like the shrimp expansion is problematic because I can't like go up on land and get these. So I think probably need to recruit some sharks earlier. Is my guess. And we need labs and temples everywhere, unless we want to make just the shrimp mage. It's not like particularly exciting. I'm just throwing down buildings because why not? Royer is pretty fun. I do like Royer. I mean, yeah, these, so we only have nature for sorcery. We have no astral, no death, and no blood. Which is tough. I don't know exactly how these guys compare to the Meteorite Guard. Meteorite Guard are really good. I looked through the Dominion's enhanced document, but I don't remember all the Royer stuff. Like, I just kind of leafed through it. Alright, so it's turn 10. We've got a bunch of sharks. We apparently found some hippocampuses. We've got a couple of water 3s. And we have no research. Well, they seem like they have a hard time growing on land because your sharks can still fight on land, right? Like they're fine at it. I think these are your best troop. You just can only make them underwater. But they're not cap only or anything, so as long as you have access to enough water, you can sort of eventually get there. What is our movement speed? Oh, it's terrible. 8. All right, well, your troops are going nowhere fast. Yeah, the sharks, I mean, 65 gold. They cost more than the shrimp mage. I can see, like, at least for First Forge, right? You're going to have sort of your core army, and then you're going to be trying to have the... Oh, they don't get Berserk on land? Oh, why is that? Here, let's just throw them on a... Oh, those guys are terrible leaders. Okay, we need to... Who has leadership? 40, 10, 10, 10, okay. This guy, 80. Okay, so our best leader is 80. Let's just make one of him and take the whoa, 3 sites. I just want to take the sharks onto land here and kind of see what how they do. Oh, they are, so the sharks definitely want to be with shrimp because they are size 4 and the shrimp are size 2. 11. Okay, the sharks are also very, very slow. Oh, right, but the shrimp aren't coming on land. Ooh, okay, that's... And our other size 2 troops. The Sacred. This guy's 3. And these pirates look really bad. Yeah, I mean, they look like they're gonna die in droves. Although maybe they're really cheap if you have chaos, but I don't think you want a lot of turmoil. Yeah, this is classic site searching. I was actually about to complain and say how many times I found the steel ovens playing in testing games, but I've also found the steel ovens like twice in real games, so I probably don't really get to complain. Alright, we'll go test some sharks out here. And there, yeah, there. Okay, so the northern and southern Ryujin are not listed as being cap only, but they're also not in our recruitment option here. How do they work? Because they're not... Oh, they are... Okay, I'm sorry. They are all cap only. They're all cap only. So if those are all cap only, what other mages do you get? You get these things. And water ones. I don't think we want a lot of water ones, and these are also ones. So your only non-cap mage that's going to be doing stuff in combat is this slow to recruit Otohime. Some of which will be high water. A third of which will be like medium air, and then the rest of the time they're going to have a bunch of cross paths. Okay. This guy's, yeah, he's only at 25% for a level 1 path. I don't know if I love this being my mage core mage. It's a kind of a goofy mage. But it's a shape changer into some kind of dragon thing, right? Yes. So great mat move though. That's really nice. Storm immunity, they have a ton of hit points. It's a weird mage, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. And they've all got this pearl, so they don't have a lot in the way of slots as a dragon, just the head and one miscellaneous, but you could have them cast spells in their human-ish form. Oh yeah, I think you could definitely thug these guys. Yeah, I'm sure you could thug these guys out. Where's my sharks? Alright, let's send some sharks into the crossbowmen and see how it goes. Oh, I probably don't need them on whole. My dude's just gonna get sniped. That's not gonna work. I was not really thinking about what we were doing. So, yeah, no berserker on land. Yeah, they can become frenzied whilst underwater. Look at that. Seems like a weird... We're just not angry enough when we're on land. Ooh, that guy just got sniped. The crossbows, you fools. Oh, wow, we only lost one, though? Okay. Meanwhile, the easy AI is busy claiming thrones. I think we only have level 1. I didn't fiddle with the thrones, so I think we just have level 1 thrones on. Let's see how they do against Heavy Cav. Yeah, ooh, yeah, they do not do well against Heavy Cav. I mean, like, they won, but... Yeah, I lost 4. That's... Each one of these is, like, 65 gold. It's 260 gold lost. That is unacceptable amount of damage. Okay. Those... So if we were joining the game, I'm thinking we're joining right, we'd have a Yis opponent, so we'd have a first fight be underwater for sure. What could we look at researching? So guys are strong, but they're not going to take point buffs very well at 1 to a square. The hell's Borskin? Oh god, there's so many new spells. Grants natural protection +5 and slash resistance. That's just the caster. Some underwater spells. I'm just thinking they have underwater, especially with Berserk. I would think that they have so 13 and 14 attack with this with 3 attacks a square. I would think that they could harass down Ysian Knights, the Morvarks. But I guess we'd have to test it for sure. Okay, let's run it back. And try starting with the sharks underwater and see if we see how that expansion goes. I like making one of these for site searching. I think these guys are the wrong temperature, but we're deep underwater, so I don't think it'll ever change temperature. Are these guys? Somebody in the comments help me out here. Are these guys just not recruitable? If you start in a deep sea? Because we have, I think my temperature scales are maxed. Because I was an underwater nation, so I figured why not. But I don't seem to see how we can actually recruit them. I think we do still want some shrimp for the very first party, though. And then we'll go sharks. Let's see how that goes. Ooh, air gems. Double sermon. And then I just have one cast spells. Hold. Triton Knights. Like I feel foolish, but I don't understand what it is I'm missing. These guys could be good on land too. Maybe these guys aren't worth it on land, but these are. Yeah, it would be not great. They seem important. Alright, we're chopping people. Lost 2 shrimp. Ah, good. A Triton Witchmaster was caught. Awesome. Okay, so like this is the opposite. That we have one, right, which was all the different paths, and this person is a triple water. Which could be great for a water war. I assume it's safer to, I guess it doesn't matter. She could walk around as a dragon or not a dragon. Although her icon didn't change, her sprite didn't change. We'll have to see if it changes in the future. We need crabs. Yeah, so it's funny. I don't know if other nations, if there are any nations that do this. You start with this scout, and I don't think he's on your roster. Yeah, there's no scout on the roster. This is the only scout until you find some more. I have to treasure it. How do we do? Killed everybody, no losses. All right, so we're gonna see how this goes. We've got 5. Come on, guard maybe. And I guess we'll put them in the back. Because there's no reason not to let the enemy kind of try and spread themselves out. Make another Ryugen, why not? Or a first Ryugen, I suppose. All right, let's see how this group looks. Because, like, I'm not as afraid of this guy getting just crushed by something. He's 25 HP, he's 23 protection. As opposed to some... Ooh, these guys... That guy just got wrecked. Okay, alright, guard commander doesn't work. Half our stupid dudes aren't fighting. Those 2 guys killed everybody. Yeah, but they lost them. They all died, so... Alright, the guard commander plan is not effective. They do not fight. Knights, new plan. Let's see if they attack this way. Should probably trying to do a better... Oh, here's a mirror scale. Look at that. Every game we should probably be trying to put more troops. Recruit some commanders off cap, so we don't have to waste mage turns. So this is definitely spending our gold better, I think. Okay, the sprite did change. Let's see if this goes better. I mean, they are wildly outnumbered. Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of. They're kind of dying. They're not holding up as well as I thought they would. I don't think that sharks are the expansion answer. So yeah, that's two failed shark parties. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and temporarily write off shark expansion. Because it definitely does not seem as good as shrimp expansion. Oh, we got the hero first turn. Not even a mage. She summons allies. Oh, she makes 100 gold. Never mind. I'm okay with the hero. We're cool. We're cool. Yeah, I was doing the berserkers, but they died way too fast. I think for expansion, they just got super outnumbered. So I don't think that those are the expansion answer we're looking for. Shrimp are the expansion answer we're looking for. Guess you should just patrol. I don't even want you to patrol, so it could happen to you. Just defend. Double sermon. Spells. Which of these provinces looks like they have the most resources? And another hero. I'm using up all my hero luck. Oh, they routed. The Kalulu are pretty strong. Okay, that's the first time this party failed. How many Kalulu were there? Only 30. Huh. Yeah, stats plus makes sense in that context. Well, that would be disastrous in a real game. Yeah. Pirates seem kind of iffy. I don't know, Cookies, do you know how you managed to recruit these guys? If you started a deep cave or deep sea, is it just not possible? Do you have to like I don't even know if the temperature changing spells work underwater, to be honest. What happened here? Why did we lose so badly? We'll just deal, I guess they just deal more damage and are able to break through the crabs faster. Yeah, I think the healer's even a multi-hero. So the healer's pretty, that's a pretty cool addition. It would just seem tragic to not be able to ever recruit two of your Ryujin. Try and put them a little bit closer together here, maybe. Yeah, that's, well, that's probably what we should try next, is, yeah, it'd be worth asking. If this is what we decided to do, it's probably worth asking the host. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if we can maybe expand with these guys. Let's see, we'll wait for them to finish so we can look at the dragon stats. Well, they need heat or cold, which is fine. But when you're in a deep sea, I don't know that you can get heat or cold because you're too far underwater. So, like, I kind of know what the problem is. I just don't know if there's a way to fix the problem. This is the second time we've lost our crabs. This time we did, looks like, persevere, although I think we're going to take a lot of attrition. Yeah, lost a third of our party there. These were just Triton. Oh, these are Triton troopers. Okay, they're a little strong. All right, so these guys in this shape have plenty of HP. It's a little tricky because they're gonna have weird paths, so you're not gonna be able to consistently do do all the same buffs. And their defense and protection are pretty low, and you don't really get to... You could attack rear. Yeah, okay, you could try that too. Yeah, maybe they could attack rear. I think we would need more of a blessing. All right, let's do that. Let's go make a new god. Let's make a god that we could use. Yeah, Ryugo with this. Let's do a stats bless. Let's do like an awake. Oh, we could probably do imprison, right? I think we do need the. Let's just start with a little bit of everything here. Imprisoned. I think we're gonna have to drop this. Oh, that kind of worked out. So this would be a obviously very minor stats bless, and we could look to do Ryujin. Try out the region. Let's see. Yeah, oh, they're definitely good at light rating. I think there's no doubt about that. Do we need strength? Let's start with reinvigoration. I like reinvigoration better. I think if we're doing a stats bless, we're gonna need magic weapons because our sacreds don't have them. I think we don't need that. The option, so instead of defense, we could go for the frost weapons. I know Arco's done this before because they are good against water elementals, which is like a real thing to be worried about. They do start with some resistance, I think, already. Let's make sure we get the right one. This is the big one. The sacreds do seem pretty... So they start with 5 of everything except even more poison. So some coal would be nice. I don't know if frost weapons is too cute. It may fall into the too cute territory. I'm willing to believe that, but your sacreds have 2 forms. Oh, they have even more in their second shape. But the difficulty in seeing second shapes is tricky. I think that's one of the ones. I think that's one of the ones I can recruit. It's the western and the eastern are fine. It is the northern and the southern that have a problem. Yeah, we'll be fighting yes. So we need to be able to hit them. They do, but their water elementals don't. Although I think maybe Dominion's enhanced nerfs water elementals. I don't recall. We need poison resistance, if just for our troops, and then just like blood surge. Seems workable. I don't know if we need... If we're going for 3 magic, we're making our shrimp capable researchers. They'll be at 8 for 40 gold, which is pretty good. But they are not fighters. These guys are 13. If we want to make very few shrimp, and we want just to recruit these guys as our mages. So we have fighters. Good. Hinam is very upset with these elves. It's hilarious. Yeah, we could dump the problem with dumping the sorcery paths is that the nation has no way to get them. And so it'd be nice to have access. I also have not read all of the Dominion's enhanced spells, and I know there's lots of good new ones. So I don't want to find out later that there's a really important one that I'm missing. But yes, we could theoretically, if we dumped the sorcery paths, like those 2, we have a lot more points, and we get what? More stats? We don't get another whole... we could get another swiftness. Could do like that. We'd have to drop 2 paths to get another thing. I like Blood Surge. I think I like Blood Surge more than is reasonable. I'm just a big fan of Blood Surge. What if we did this? Just got 2 defense skills. Only 1 swiftness. We have 30 points left. We just like give him some cross paths, or 30 points that buy us a Dominion? No. Just like throw extra cross paths on there. Oh, I mean, yeah. If we do get in this game and yes is in the game, we're definitely fighting the elves first. I don't think there's any ifs, ands, or buts about that. I'm not a believer in friendly underwater nations. Let's see. Our Ryugo combat speed 12. It's not great. And our sacred combat speed is 9, which is also not great. I don't know what the elves is. We could also, I think, theoretically lower magic if we plan to recruit mostly these Otohimes. Because they have 13 research, which is not terrible, and that gives us a lot of extra points to get another attack skill, which is pretty important against the elves. Could also drop reinvigoration and go for strength. And then, oh, we're still short. Maybe drop 1 more scale. I do really want to fit death in here if we can. And Undying seemed really good earlier. I don't know, let's go play with this. It's just a first pass. Okay. So the question is, can our Sacreds expand? How quickly can our Sacreds expand? And can our Ryugen expand? I just have to, let's see. We're not, without much magic scales, we're not going to start with much here. Yeah, undead are good. That's fair. I mean, we could, you know, that's the kind of thing we could sort of play with. Let's just pretend we're going for alteration. Yeah, I think I understand how these guys work, and it's a second form. And so getting it twice is pretty nice. How many can I get here? Start with 4. All right, well, we'll just do it like this anyway. This uses up. All right, I think we don't want to start with the Ryugen right off the bat, though. Unless, can we get, how many shrimp can we get? I don't know, we could do it like this. See what happens. I doubt that they can expand with 0 research. We're gonna find out. Crabs. Shrimp. Alright, don't want to hit those Triton Troopers yet. They're kind of scary. Do it that way. Then we'll start recruiting these. The problem is I don't know that we can do both these things very effectively. We don't have our one. No, it's not a priest. He doesn't have any. Oops, he doesn't have any priest levels. Our only priest is a mage. It's going to be hard to expand with both our Sacreds and our Ryugen. All right. No problems with the Shamblers. They do have a lot of armor. We had Prod 3 with 2 order. Yeah, okay. Have enjoy your coffee tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by. Let's try this. All right, so we've got fire earth Ryugen, who I don't think has any worthwhile spells he can cast at this point. Just blessing. And I don't, it's all right. I guess I gotta read what these do. So meditation blesses the caster at fatigue cost 0. Blessing blesses a group of people at fatigue cost 0. Is there a reason why meditation is better than blessing? Flaming Scourge. Don't want that. Oops. Okay, I think we want something like this, and then we should have time for 1 hold, and then we're going to attack rear. We're going to put them all the way in the back. Use it on thugs. Right, I get that it's caster versus blessing. Is it just if like you're afraid of your caster blessing troops instead of himself? It just seems like a goofy thing. Yeah, we're gonna go for the marrow. All right, here we go. Oh, it's the boring fight. Let's watch this one. All right, it's gonna cast meditation. All right, looks like the marrow's leaders are in fact in the back. Looks like we probably could have given an extra hold command because they are not even close. Although they're not really getting any farther apart, so I don't think it would matter very much. They'll automatically change shape if they start dying, right? I don't need to worry about that. That is not rear. What do you do? Oh, God. Well, that did not work. That did not work at all. Okay, okay. I would not call that encouraging. If I'm being honest. So, oops. Okay, yeah, sure. All right, so I mean, he didn't land on the back, but I think I gave him the attack rear order, right? We'll make one more and try it again, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it definitely, it can happen. I wasn't sure if I was missing like some kind of greater meaning. All right, well, we're just gonna let this one go so we can try the old, try it again on the Ryugen here. Oh, we lost somebody here. It's like, yeah, these guys seemed really strong. They turn into a dragon form. How did one die? Oh, he's bleeding. No, he's got blood surge. Oh, this guy's bleeding. I'm surprised, though. He has a second form. Wow, he's doing a lot of bleeding. Alright, we got an even bigger Ryugen. Still has no relevant spells. Yes, the enemies getting past is something that happens. For sure. Alright, hold one turn, attack, rear. Let's try this. Try this one more time. Oh, I did not put him all the way in the back. It's a yikes. Fly! Alright, he did fly. He made it to the back this time. Okay. It technically worked this time, but it did look awfully close. They would be so fast. Let's try again. Let's, turtle type titans. Maybe we just got unlucky the first time. But it didn't look great. Yeah, that didn't work either. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and say that it does not work without research. Gonna stick a fork in this one. We could try to go for an awake researcher. Obviously, we would lose a lot of scales if we wanted to do that. Oh yeah, no, I definitely wanted to try it either way. It seemed like it should. I think they just need research. I think with some research though, you could probably make it work. Some alteration. So full scales works. The question, of course, is does full scales beat Yes? And if full scales does not beat yes, what does beat yes? And is still useful later. This is just a big fish. I suppose that's a big fish too, but... Like, I wonder if you took, like, an awake researcher. Like, this guy's got a research bonus, although his new paths cost extra. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the sharks seem really good underwater. I think that they could definitely trade with yes reasonably well. They do, that's correct, they do not. Yeah, yes doesn't really love being underwater. They want to get out of the water. What if we did... What if you just did something really goofy? Like... Apparently, I don't remember how much anything costs. Wonder if this would expand. And you've got a great big starfish. And then it looks like it scales terribly. You'd have to try and get really big somehow. Alright, and this guy's just going to start research. I think he could maybe expand 24 protection. Let's start researching. Let's get some alteration. Let's recruit Ryugo. A shrimp. Profit. Scout. Okay. We lost 2 shrimpies. That's fine. And then from here, we'll start to make our sacreds. Alright, let's keep doing it like this, I guess. I don't know. Did we finish? We finished alt 1. Did that have any relevant buffs? So he's water. We have water nature. So he could bark skin. And that's it. At alt 2, he would get quicken self and ice shield. That would go a long way. And then potentially enlarge too. It's Cat's Fortune. That's a new one. Oh, it helps animals. Okay. So we could wait. Let's all right. Well, let's be as aggressive as possible, and then we'll come back and be less aggressive. So let's go bark skin, meditation, Holy Avenger, attack, rear. I don't think this is gonna do all that much better, but we're gonna find out. Because they don't have a ton of hit points in this form. And their protection just isn't very good. They should have plenty. They have 15 points. Yeah, I guess we could add more poison resistance. They should have a decent amount. So he turns into a dragon, at which point he has a lot more HP. Okay. I mean, that worked. Really small province, though. And he picked up a wound, a limp. Okay, next turn we'll finish another alt. So they caught up to him. So do we think poison resistance is more relevant than Holy Avenger? I think I like Holy Avenger for now. Certainly these guys don't, I think, have any poison. But I could see it being very useful. I wonder if we should be changing his shape manually, probably. Because he's just regenning less now. Oh yeah, that did not work at all. Okay. Alright, well that didn't work. That did. So now we've got Alt 2. Let's see if Alt 2 goes better. Yeah, that's fair. Buckskin's not doing a ton of work. So this guy can do a lot more. Because he can do Stone Skin, Quicken Self, Ice Shield. Put him in the back. Try him out against the same group. Should probably keep making these. How much fatigue does this put him at? Oh, only 18. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, I didn't give him an attack order. I think this one's going to go in the user error category. Because then he did fatigue himself out casting spells. And then he retreated. Alright, that one was on me. Alright, let's get him back in there. Let's put him on attack rear. I want to put him on change shape. So I don't think there's any reason not to. Alright, try this one again. 17 protection. His protection in dragon form is not very good. No armor. That worked because he sniped him. I don't know how... Let's just send him at something else. I guess he's taking more damage. And he has like very, very small amount of armor in this form that he does not have in the other form. It's also nice these could go on land. Just like a relevant thing. This guy could meditation. Yeah, I think in a real game, you definitely have to wait for Alt 2 if this is your approach. This guy can do Enlarge, Ice Shield, Quicken Self. Change shape, attack rear. And let's put him in the back. I'm just wondering if this is one of those where you need construction also. He's a big dragon. Okay, well, that worked. That's true, but they don't actually have extra HP though, right? Like, it just carries over. My thought on putting them in the second shape is that that way they can regen the higher amount the whole time. But maybe that's not the correct way to think about it. We can check. I don't know that they're getting the new HP pool. Because I think they just... I think it just carries over. But we can try and find out. That works too. So we'll remove the change shape and we'll see if they get deleted, what their HP looks like. Let's see. I'll have to watch in slower motion here. They have what? They have a bunch of attacks. Although he doesn't seem to be any good at hitting anything. Alright, so he's at 2 HP. Maximum hit points 29. He should get popped any second here. Yeah, so he's at 29 HP when the maximum hit points here are 61. So I think the difference ought to be... Yeah, I don't think he didn't get a fresh heal turning into the big dragon. Is he fatigued out? No, he's just busy dying. So yeah, I think there's no reason not to have him change his shape unless we're gonna put armor or something on him. He routed. It's okay. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I learned that for something. I can't remember what it is right now. How is that attack rear, you silly goof? Okay. So those did not work. I wonder if they would have worked with... I think they have too many spells to do attack rear orders against these guys. It's a great question. I think you might be right. We should probably just be starting in dragon shape. Yeah, these both failed again. I guess a lot of second paths or second forms make you lose paths, but I guess these guys actually don't. Invulnerability. Yeah, my thought with invulnerability is that Yis is definitely going to have magic weapons. Because they may just start with magic weapons. But it's a good point. We could potentially just start in this form. All right, let's run it back to the beginning. Because it may be the case that we need to put more magic in this, and then we need construction as well, and we can forge them some armor. Yeah, you're right, the paths did stay, so I think we are probably better off that way. We're probably better off with guaranteed earth than with guaranteed water at this point. We should definitely research and become a prophet. Because this is, I'm kind of trying to do something like when we did that Naba testing. It's sort of what I'm thinking this is maybe similar to. This is some scary stuff. Shark Tribe, Amber Clan. I'll fight the Amber Clan. Because yeah, we may just have to spend an extra turn or two researching. These guys are fine. We're gonna research fine. Oh, 11. Never mind. They suck at research. Then we should have, yeah. It's also possible that we want to start with an earlier researcher. Maybe like one of the little guys instead of going right for the Ryugo if we're gonna do it this way. Oh look, more researcher. Alright, so that'll finish off construction and then yeah, into alteration. This little group is almost dead. Yeah, they got beaten that time. A lot of Amber Clan. Okay, so now we theoretically have access to some gear. Let's see what we can forge. Let's look at our guys real quick. So we have a lot of attacks and a lot of weapons, although it's all length 0. I also have a poison spray. I don't know that they need a weapon. What they really need is armor. What the heck is this? Oh god, there's new items too. Dragonheart Banner. Banner Courage. Okay, it's like a morale item. Yeah, I could definitely do it that way too. Giant sword. It cleaves. What size are we? Are we 3? No, we are 4. Let's see. So black steel full plate is 5 gems. How much is this one? It's also 5 gems. Yeah, I'd say items are cheaper. It's like black steel full plate's only 5. Helmet's only 3. This helmet's only 1. Five. Mangosh is 3. This is 5. Fortunately, we have a lot of water. Very good. Oh gosh, more new stuff. Barbed coat. Poison barbs. Okay. Oh, the fish scalement could be good. Though we would need to make a water guy to get use of that. Then let's see what Astral's got for us. Free clockwork beings. Diadem of the Void. Ooh, the lion pelt is always a good choice. Now here's the problem though. Here's why this is not going to work very well. Is that we're going to lose these items if we change shape. So we're going to need to stay in our shape. Alright, well, we'll try with the black steel plate here. Let's see what happens. How much research do we have? We have Alt 1. So if I took this guy, both of ours are fire, which kind of sucks. I assume that's the worst paths for us. I think we still need another, I think we need Alt 2 as well to make this work. Oh yeah, let's see. Any good miscellaneous items. Braces of protection are good, although Earth Gems are what we have the least of. Ring of the Victor seems fine, or like a Burning Pearl. Burning Pearl is very cheap. Get that attack skill up. Vial. Ooh. When held in a fort containing at least 2 gelatinous cubes, you make an even larger cube. The god. Vineman, luck. I mean, luck's not bad. Cat charm. Cat charm could be okay. The other problem, of course, right, is every turn we spend forging is one more turn we don't have for researching, because that's also our problem, right, is we need to get enough research. And we got a Pirate Queen. Alright. Yeah, that's quite a reduction. We could try the cat charm next. Let's do this on this guy. Gonna do meditation. Stone skin. Quicken self, ice shield. Actually, let's do slightly. Attack, rear. I just don't, let's see. See if this works. Well, that did not work. But at least he didn't die. Unless he died in the retreat. No, here he is. And maybe if we cast one less spell? If we ditch Quicken Self? No, probably ditch Ice Shield. Let's try that again. I'm starting to think that this is not the answer. He is taking a lot less damage this way, that's for sure. 27 protection. But still some damage. Let's see. What is really hitting him? 1 point. I saw him get hit, I thought, for like 7, but maybe not. Oh, he got hit in the head. Getting hit in the head's bad. Down to 11. Is he fatigued out? Yeah, he's totally fatigued out. Yeah, yeah, I think Quicken Self does not work. It's fatiguing him out. He's routed and he can't even run. Oh, he's just staying. Yeah, there he goes. Alright, now he's afflicted to hell. Alright, let's go put him back. Let's go give the gear to somebody else. Try again. You're going to go ahead and deposit those things. Alright, Quicken Self does not work. He's taking too much fatigue. Meditation. Oh, now we're all the way up to Iron Skin. Obviously Iron Skin is better, but I don't think that we're going to be able to try that, because I don't think we'd realistically be able to do that. We could also try and give him a weapon, but theoretically he's got so many weapons. It seems like that shouldn't be the problem. He's not fatigue neutral. Yeah, he's just fatiguing out too much. He's capped. I mean, he's waking up, so he's getting some attacks in, but you can see he's totally asleep right now. All right, I think I'm gonna have to call it here and say that the awake, researching, Ryugen expansion thug thing is not working. At least as it is here. Yeah, I can't do fire shield underwater. All right, let's go back to the drawing board on that one. Trying to think of what, if you wanted to make it work, what you'd have to do. Maybe. Now, we were kind of messing there. We also have good sacreds. The problem would be that they take the commander turns too. So yeah, you could put it, yeah, I mean, that was not a great test of what we could actually accomplish. It was just sort of what the Ryugen can accomplish. But I don't know how much better they're going to do. Like, Fire Shield is enchantment, I think. Right? Yeah. So we're not that close. We just need too much research. We could try and do a small, like a dedicated, more like of a researcher. Take a smaller bless. Although I still want, I think we were gonna need regeneration. But then do this. Have to be awake. That's gonna be very sad for us. Because this person's gonna research for a lot. And then here you get regen still, you go blood surge. I don't know if you need magic weapons on your dudes or not. Or if you can afford fire. Let's assume you need magic weapons just because it's more normal. And then double reinvigoration. Yeah, I don't even know what Yus does either. I'm currently not, I wouldn't say I'm super encouraged about how this has gone. I could go look at the Yus thing, but I know that they got a bunch of new combat spells. But that's about all I know. So this way we don't start with as bad of magic, so we can get it faster. We also don't have to start with the Ryugen. We could start with somebody else who can research, although these guys research so badly. Let's try this. Let's try, we're gonna get a couple of these to research. And then when we switch to Ryugen, we get our research. These guys can then start leading our sacreds about. Maybe that's a plan. Oh, this person even makes gems. Look at that. They start researching. This one has much easier independence too, it looks like. They have a lot of unique summons. In fact. Crab soldiers, or more crab soldiers. Yeah, there could be something goofy there. Blue skinned sea. Oh, these are the ones that they have a really good patroller for some reason. Just kind of like is nice, I suppose, if you need it. Although they're not a blood nation. Fighting fish. I don't know that there's anything low enough here that spiritual dragons. I don't think you get any sacreds. Unfortunately, from a goofiness perspective. Woof. Turtle tribe. Throwing hands. Alright, we're making one more of these, and then we're going to switch to the Ryugen. See how that goes. Our crabs lost. This party lost. So, this is the most current one, which I assume what they're doing. I will admit I didn't pay that close of attention. Oh, this guy got a little 10% random. So we do have the problem of I need a Ryugen, an Earth Ryugen to make the Earth gear, if that's what I want to do. Which is a thing. Alright, we got a Ryugen. Forge that. How much does this cost? 5 still. Like, we're only gonna be able to afford one black steel full plate. I don't think that this is gonna work. At least not without Alt 3. And the fastest we can have Alt 3 is turn 9. It's just not gonna work. It's no good. Here, maybe we can see what version it is for you. 1.85. The Western Ryugo comes out of 2 different sites. It's kind of goofy. I'm not in love with how that all went down. I also will be honest, for some reason I thought that 2 of these were recruitable outside of your capital, as opposed to them apparently not being recruitable at all. Although you do get these guys who are recruit anywhere and are kind of neat. It says temples more expensive. Temples cost 400. Do temples not normally cost 400? Am I misremembering how much temples cost? That, yeah, I mean, I think it would have to be scales, yeah. I don't see it working out. And then the question, right, is if it is scales, what do we want to put on the bless? From like if we're doing scales, right, we're not going to focus on our sacred troops, but we still have all of our mages are sacred, so we just do like a casual mage bless. I don't know. First of all, I don't know if anything in this is good. The coastal sacreds. Like, even if you win, can you expand? Oh, like out of the water? These guys do not look strong to me. They look like they are going to die an awful lot. And these troops look terrible. They are going to die even more. Although if you have a lot of chaos, I guess they're cheap. But I don't see how you could possibly afford to take a lot of chaos. Because these guys cost, like your good troops cost a lot of recruitment points. I don't think that your land troops look like they're worth it. I think that you're even on land, you're marching out with your crabs and your sharks. Because these guys seem real bad. Yeah, I think you're kind of... I'm not sure what you're recruiting out of your... These guys are recruitable on land, hopefully, still. Because the only new mage on land is this guy who's going to have hard-to-use cross paths. They're kind of awkward. I'm not going to lie. We can just go... we could throw up all the summons real quick. Where is my improved debug beta? Actually, hold on. I already did it. Let's see if I got rid of the game or not. ASDF here may still have it, or it may not. And I don't know why it suddenly started slowing down. No, okay. Now I gotta put this back on again. I don't believe that there are sacred troops summons. And I don't love non-sacred summons as like a plan. Did I pick Oh no, somebody else's fascia. The other one is fascia. I think most of the summons are in here. All right, now some of them are summonable on land or in the water, and some of them are summonable only on land. And I guess some are both. Unsurprisingly, the fighting fish are not helping you on land at all. I doubt band of these. Goldfish. So you get some big summons, but obviously these are not really relevant to early game anything. All right, you get fish that turn into winged birds on land, but they're animals and undisciplined. You get crabs with, I guess they have better stats. Yeah, they have one more protection. They have better MR and morale. Oh, yeah, your normal guy's MR is actually really bad. I didn't really notice that. Their attack skill's a lot better. Okay, you get crabs. And you get fish, who are also animals. Yeah, 24 prot is a lot of prot. But the regular guys have 23. So it's only one different. And let's see what's the rate on those. They are elite crabs. That's at research level 5. That's 12 gems to get 5 of slightly upgraded crabs. I don't know. That doesn't seem like the best way to use water gems to me. You do get some other cool summons. You get this carp. It's like a big size 6 titan. You get your dragon king. But these are much higher up in the research. There are land stuff you get too. Let's see. The land stuff are kappas, which I know are not good. Or at least I know the regular unit of kappas is not particularly good. I don't remember if I did that one already. Okay. That's I think that is just about it. This is a remote attack. They get a cheaper version of Trade Wind, which is cool. Okay, so what we get out of this is going to be it for the summonables, I believe. Oh, I summoned another carp. Oh no, it's up here. So you can summon up a Sacred Dragon Mage, yeah, dragon. I think it just gives you Dragon Master. Just like regular Dragon Master, it's just cheaper. Yeah, Dragon Mastery +2. But you don't have any unique dragons to summon now. This is DE. I don't know if DE has changed the dragon spells, so that's more relevant. But it's also level 6. I would not be surprised if there were cool new dragons. Protection of the Dragon is just a anti-magic, like an AoE anti-magic instead of everywhere. Right. But are there any good dragons? Unfortunately, we'll have to look at it in the other one. The, are the dragons cheaper? Flame Drake is 5. I think that's the same. Draconians, 30. I think that's the Ice Drake's 5. I don't think that's cheaper. Maybe the Wyverns are cheaper? It's more like I wonder if there are any new dragons. Oh, is it 7? Okay, maybe it is a bit cheaper. Yeah, I mean you could get quite a lot of them. I don't know if that's my multitude of children of Tiamat. Okay, that's it. Tiamat I thought was kind of a dragony thing, but those don't look like dragons. Right. It is a water serpent. Okay, that's not gonna help us. That is power of water. Well, we'd have to do a deeper dive into whether or not there's more there in terms of dragons, but the Kappas are just the land encumbrance goofballs, who I don't think you really want. And the eel folk look like really generic humans to me. Their sword has some poison on it. But these look like very human level stats. Maybe their morale's a little high. So, I don't know. Oh, an underwater teleport. I mean, underwater teleport's obviously good. Is it in... That's... Yeah, I'd have to... I have not been through all the spells. That's pretty clear. We can look at it. I think it'll be actually easier to look at it on this screen. Is it Thaum? Oh no, I still have the... Gotta turn the thing off. I mean, everybody being able to magic face is pretty big. Is it only underwater? No, it's in a couple years, okay. Let's see. Water. Direct the waves. Yes, okay, there it is. 1 gem at really low level. I mean, that seems very strong. Although our current problem, right, is we can't even beat indies. with our thugs, much less player armies. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not in love with it right now. Yeah, I'm sure D. It's kind of like, so I'm playing in a Warhammer game, right? And you look at the units sort of in a vacuum, like, wow, these are all really awesome units, and then you get in the game like, oh, but everybody else's units are even better. That's true. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is certainly also the case. Although again, I think water elementals are probably nerfed, just because everybody nerfs water elementals in all the balance mods. So I would bet they're nerfed here, but maybe not. Gotta go find my... I need another monitor so I can read the comments and have this up. And look at something else. Are they the single form variant? Or what? Oh, the water elementals? I don't know. Let me see if I can find the... Let's go to the document. Vanilla spell changes. Okay, yeah, it doesn't give the specifics, but it says that water elementals lost some underwater region and lost some crush attacks. So, it seems like water elementals probably aren't quite as critical as they normally are. See, of course, the other option is I wait for an early age game, and then we get to play Hinam. And then I can be happy, because the Hinam gets all kinds of cool new things. Yeah, I do think changing water elementals in any way is probably a good change, because they're just disgustingly strong underwater. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure that I'm in love with the Ryugo Nation. Well, it's a great question. I've gotten much better at the game since my first game of Hinam. So there's a lot of micro decisions that I'd be doing very differently. So I don't know about DE, but I had another Hinam build that I was gonna consider trying for. That would just be like for regular, which I think is this guy. So the idea with this is you're gonna rely on scales troops. So you have pretty good scales, right? Except you have turmoil's your only really bad scale. You're gonna rely on scales troops up until you have Sayir ready to go. And then by the time you sort of have Sayir going, right, eventually this guy's gonna wake up. You've got resistances, a lot of extra attack skill and blood surge for the Sayir, and then you go trample people with your army of demons. And it's pretty obviously, right, when it wakes up too, it's great for the milk carts, extra fire and shock resistance. So all you got to do is equip them with, cold and poison as needed. A little bit of attack and blood surge never hurt a super combatant either. In DE though, let me bring up let's go find the Hinam specific page. Because Hinam gets a couple of new things in DE. Because you can do... Let's just load them up. A little bit. Hinam's troops have decent MR. And you can equip for it. Like, obviously it'd be nice, but I think magic weapons are too important. But I mean, I'm always worried about MR. I just don't always know how much you can do about it. That is not what I want. That's Abyssia. Alright, yeah, we got this guy. So Hinam, I do love my giants. And Ashdod is nerfed in this. I haven't tried them yet. Hinam gets a couple of new blood spells, I think. Why can't I look at blood magic? Oh, because I'm sorted to water magic. You probably don't need Banquet of Flesh because you have healers. You can enlarge all of your, not this one though. This one tries to eat people. This one, yeah, you can do enlarge on your milk carts by themselves, which is huge. Yeah, I think you could definitely do that if you're going to be more milk cart focused. I think if your plan is to go for the Seir, you really want those magic weapons, so you can deal with fog warriors. But I mean, I think it's definitely a choice. You can the Hinam, you can use blood to give yourself regeneration as well, and reinvigoration. You can give fear to a huge number of your dudes. I don't know what this one is. Oh, major fear. So like in this, I think you could definitely consider going for an even more Melkart focused bless, because the Melkart gain a lot of extra spells to sort of deal with some of their problems that they can otherwise have. What is an Anu? Oh, it's an Anuki. It's neat. I think they also get the ability to summon size 6 Nephilim, which is pretty cool. And then they have a bunch of other new spells. Heat Aura. This one gives you a 10% tax boost, plus 3 luck scales, lowers some unrest, but it's just for the one turn. And this could potentially let you dump Misfortune, but then keep using Teachings of Kokobel on your capital so that you have a chance at those heroes. Because the only thing that matters for heroes, I believe, is your capital. This is AoE Mist Forearm, which is neat. I think that's it for their unique stuff. Oh, they can get in a cool new unit, Dawn Warriors. What's a Dawn Warrior? I want one. I want a Dawn Warrior. They sound like they eat people also. The recruitable guys are Rephite Warriors, I believe. Yeah, Rephite Warriors. But we'll find out what a Dawn Guard is. Probably. Well, the Rephite Warriors have Dawn Blades. It's probably the magic armor. The Dawn armor and the Dawn shield, if I had to guess. The non-sacred also have it. Yeah. Everybody in Hinam gets a Dawn Blade. Teachings of Azil. So it costs 25 fire gems. Yes, they do. Can only be cast at Remora. It lasts until it's lost. Plus 100 resources. Construction bonus 10%. Oh. Oh, wait, no. Okay, this says the magic will last longer for each gem spent. So you have to... Okay. It does not last until lost. You have to put lots of gems into it. And allows recruitment of Dawn Warriors. 10% forge bonus, though. Makes Teachings of Azazel. Ooh. They just come equipped with a firebrand. And they do have Dawn armor. And a dopey hat. They have a heat aura. Look at that. Does it cost the same as a Rephite? It does. I assume that they're sacred as well. That's a pretty neat unit. That is a pretty neat unit. I think it's just regular firebrand. I don't see any undead bonus. Just an extra small area fire. But like this existing as like a thing potentially, it's limited recruitment. How many can you? I don't know how many. Oh, 3 a month. But you could potentially make a ton of these and just eat your entire population. Yeah, they would just chop right through stuff. 10% off on all forged stuff's great. Let's see, sort of letting you turn fire gems into other stuff you might use more of. That's research level 5? Yeah, research level 5. Tough to cast. You're gonna need the god though, because you do not get this cross path outside of a 10% random on the bales. Do we have any more? Yes. Area effect to heal 40. That's a big heal. Is that nature 2? Yeah, nature 2. It's a huge heal. Alright, well, if I play Hinam again, it's Cookie's fault. He forced me to do it. On the it is in some ways theoretically nice to play a nation. It does look like more fun. I definitely don't understand the German one very well. It's also, it might make sense to play a nation I've played before with lots of new spells, because this way you can sort of experience the new spells on a nation you already kind of understand, as opposed to just when you're going in for an entirely new nation with entirely new spells. Because if we were going to make a Hinam god, keeping in mind that the Rephite warriors essentially can stay relevant. Oh god, there's a lot of new options. Which one? Which real yay? Yeah, underwater's kind of hit or miss. Blood-soaked edifice. Yeah. I mean, I bet EA Relier is a tough road to hoe sometimes. Well, it's a dragon master. Oh, wizard on a drake. Ooh, the mason is kind of a big deal. Now, Hinam can obviously replace its capital anyway, but being able to pay for that would be pretty darn nice early. Assuming that Mason does what I think it does. Burning bush. It's tricky too, especially when looking at pretenders in mods, is that you don't always know, like they don't always have like a little thing that actually says if the god does something extra. Like that fish that you could pick as the Ryugo gives you a 30% income bonus in whatever province it's in, but there's no like thing for that. You just have to figure it out from the description. They have a lot of national weaknesses. That is definitely true. There's kind of just a lot of different paths you can take, it looks like, on these various idols. Lots of Titans. I don't think you need Titans, though, as Hinam, because you just make your own Titans. Yeah, that was a wild game. He was, like, bigger than the next, like, 4 players put together, right? Something insane. The Grigori are very cool, but it looks very expensive. Definitely don't need an expander. So it costs 30 extra points compared to... Ooh, this guy has a lot of paths. Oh, new magic pass costs 80, okay. Busy doing goofy stuff. If you were gonna go... You could go, like, full-out aggression Hinam. If you think you're gonna keep your giants going longer. Maybe some kind of awaken mobile. Who's got nature? I don't think we want her. Burning bush has fire. Water. Pillar of flame. Regen. Yeah, I kind of wonder that too. Bloodbound. I mean, this is pretty rough. We're into maybe like, it doesn't even help that much. That, it looks extremely yikes. I'll probably just have to do this. I mean, you could definitely go run right at somebody with this. Just go, yeah, just run right into it. That's true, they're all dying. Maybe get more, you know what, actually, I kind of like, if you're gonna do something horrific like this, I don't mind a little bit of luck. Like, how else are you getting money anyway? I think you want all the production you can get. I wonder if there's a... I don't think that there's a cheaper option for this. Blood, nature, and earth. Especially in EA, I really like luck. Statues aren't bloodthirsty enough. This is the right path, but it costs so much more. It's not gonna get us there any better. If we put it on like a little dork, is it any cheaper? Nope. Yes, we are indeed completely derailed. That is a true statement. For Dominion. No, I don't think we want for Dominion. I wonder if we even need fortitude. Because fortitude is really expensive. Like, what if you did something much more reasonable? Went up to luck 3. Oh, luck 2? Yeah, well, I don't think you do just milk carts, right? I think if you're going to go this far into it, you're going to do the Rephites too. Yeah, I could ditch blood bond. Fortitude is doesn't stack with what is it? Temper Flesh? It's just Temper Flesh, right? This looks hellish. It looks extremely scary. Yeah, that's what I'm sure there's a better option for chassis. Although I don't actually know if that's true. This guy already starts with 2 earth and he's much cheaper. I don't think anybody has this guy has earth nature, but he's cost way more points. One has earth nature. Yeah, I guess that's slightly cheaper. The monument. Well, now you know about patrolling. I don't think the monument. I mean, this is slightly cheaper. Theoretically workable. Yeah. Well, all right. I think I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. We're very, very well off track. But we'll find. That's true. You could try dormant. The problem, yeah. I don't know. You don't need the full bless, but I don't know if you can get away with nothing because with these scales, I'm not sure how many scale strips you're gonna be able to buy. I don't know. I'd have to try. It also means you're not getting in before anybody's Titan. Although you're probably not that afraid of Titans, I guess. Yeah. All right. Well, I will think about it. But thanks Cookies for joining me and everybody else who was here throughout. I'm gonna go ahead and I think head off to sleep. But have a good day, everyone. And I'll talk to you all in the future. Adios.